All right, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start up soon. I am just looking to let's see. Where's he at? Okay, there we go. Oh, let me see if my mic is in. Which mic is it using? Default microphone, Snowball. There we go. Save. Let me see. All right. If you're just coming in here, thank you for tuning in. Today, we're just going to basically talk about comic books. No, not comic books, but action figures and video games, but pretty much more so the action figures and toys that we saw at Comic-Con. No, I wasn't there, but I will be covering. I've seen a lot of pictures from other action figure sites and reviewers such as JC, Shartimus Prime, and Optobotomus, and of course Pixel Dan. So there were such beautiful pictures up there, and we're just going to be talking about some action figure toy talk, or whatever you guys bring up, we'll talk about it. I'm let me see, I'm Lazy Cobra Soldier, and I'm waiting for Count Kenny, Don't Look at My Face, Firefly. Okay, so I'm going to invite him right now. Give me a second. And again, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see. We got where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's the notepad? There we go. There we go. Copy, paste. All right. I ain't forget you, bro. Here we go. Okay. I got you, Kenny. I got you. Trying to keep my Cobra mask up. And no, I'm not a terrorist. I work for Cobra.
Is this working?
Yeah, it's working, bro. You like my?
How am I coming?
You come?
How you got the helmet?
Hell yeah, Hail Cobra.
That's clean.
They don't know nothing about that Firefly.
This one got an actual trooper helmet too, huh? That's dope, man.
Yeah, right.
That's fresh.
I don't care what nobody say. When I was a kid, honestly, I liked G.I. Joe when they were debuted, but when I saw Cobra, I was on, man. It was on when I saw Cobra. That was it.
The blue shirt uniforms, man. Look at their regular trooper uniforms versus regular G.I. Joe uniforms, dude. They're just that much better.
Exactly. There's no way you can't like the motherfuckers. I love them. And then, honestly, when they came through with the Dreadnoks, I was done. I loved. My favorite Cobras on G.I. Joe were the Twins, Dreadnoks, the Crimson Guards, Cobra Soldiers, and what was that? The what do you call that? The fucking infantrymen, with the ones who kind of got like the Cobra mask on their face.
The Alley Vipers?
No, not that, but the Alley Vipers were the shit. Cobra infantry. They came later on.
Yeah. You know what I liked about the Vipers is that they were SWAT team, but the one thing that threw me off is they had the orange on. I thought when Resolute did it, they made them look proper because the Alley Viper just had like the blue and the black on. It looked straight.
Right. And what I like is that later on they brought the regular blue Cobra Soldiers back into the fray. You know what I mean?
Right. The blue shirt, the classics.
Because at one point they were trying to just make the Cobra Soldier, the infantrymen Cobra Soldiers. And I didn't like that because I always liked the fact that they had to cover over their mouth and everything like that. And, that's just what made it hot.
Yeah.
It's me.
I thought what made the troopers dope was that it looked like a mix of what every other thing that Cobra had going. They had the face masks like ninjas. You had the whole Nazi look going and the mercenary look going. It was like a mishmash of all the little troops together. That's why I thought the standards were fresh.
Honestly, I liked them because like some of their uniforms, not saying I approve of World War II or anything like that, but some of their uniforms mimic like Nazi uniforms a little bit. So I kind of like them.
Yo, I hate to say it, man, but just the cut of the Nazi uniform was kind of stylish. Even
Yeah,
those are
that's what I'm
awful people,
saying.
but man, the great coats and all that shit. If you put him in the context of a villain for a cartoon, you can't help but make that a great character because of the look is already there.
Exactly. Exactly.
You remember there was a comic from the early 2000s. I think it was Danger Girl. The villain had a
Yeah.
Cobra look
Oh,
too.
you remember Danger Girl? Danger Girl was my shit. Danger
Yeah,
Girl
J.
was my
Scott Campbell drew it.
Yeah, Danger Girl was my shit, bro. I love Danger Girl.
The villain was what was that fool? Major Maxim. I think I had to figure him too from McFarlane.
He had like
He
these,
had like
this
the
real
big
tight
SMG
jacket. He had on like this real tight Nemesis jacket, and like what do you call that? Like these fucking tight ass goggles and shit like that.
Yeah, he had the mask with the little beady eyed goggles, man.
Yeah,
like the red goggles with the dots.
Yeah, the dude looked serious, man. He looked serious. He looked serious, man. But you know what? Today we're gonna Kenny. We're gonna talk about a couple of action figures and stuff like that I saw. I did. I put down in a description that we didn't get to go. Kenny and I didn't get to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but at the same token, we received some pictures, and we've been seeing pictures of action figures and videos of action figures of the people that were there, like JC, Toy News Review, Chartemis Prime, Pixel Dan, so on and so forth, of all the favorite companies that we love. And there's this up-and-coming company that we're later on going to discuss that is actually doing the thing. And I mean, if it
tremendous work.
Yeah, they're doing tremendous work because my boy Kenny, he put me on it. And I've saw them before, but I remember they came out and then they left and then they came out. Like it wasn't nothing really solidified, but like now that Count Kenny has brought their work to the forefront, I've already pre-ordered a couple of things from them. And this company is called Storm Collectibles. If anybody knows about Storm Collectibles, they are absolutely amazing. They do some great work. And I mean, to me, it's putting fire under the ass of these companies that have previously been that have been here, like Hasbro and Mattel, to where they started doing 3D printing on their action figures. And I mean, some of them are looking better, but you can't really compete with some of these foreign companies that are producing action figures out here.
Yeah. What it was with Storm though is that they started as a 1/6 figure company making kind of knockoff Mike Tyson figures with really good details, like Hot Toys 12-inch scale.
Right.
So they kind of have that whole detail-oriented game going where they want to do all the small details as much as they can, like removable helmets and all that shit.
Right.
So when they do the 7-inch to 8-inch figures, they have all that 12-inch figure scale detail for the most part. Like if you look at the Tyson they have, it has like cloth shorts,
right,
and like replica belts. And the thing about their versions of cloth clothes is it's the tailoring is a little better because I like Esco and all their 112 stuff too, but some of the tailoring is kind of wonky. You get really
they got
bad looking costumes,
data stack on and shit like that.
Yeah. The one thing that saves Mezco is that when they do armored up characters and they hide some of that bad tailoring, but when Storm does it, sometimes they use cloth, sometimes they use like the sculpted rubbery material, and it just looks good when they do it.
Right. Hey, Rosario Melly, what's up? What's up? Hail Cobra. That's right, brother. Hail Cobra. Glad to see you about. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell to know when we go live and upload, brother. Thank you so much. Now, this guy here in the comment section, Rosario Melly, he has an extensive collection of DC superpowers, like the ones from the 80s, bro.
Oh, nice.
Like he has the original DC superpowers, even figures that were prototypes. He happened to get a hold of them. I met him in a Facebook group that was similar to like the NECA one. And I mean, when he showcased his fucking collection, I was just like, yo, you had to see it. You had to see it, bro. It was absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to pull up some images of Storm Collectibles and the wonderful products they produce. They're unbelievable. I love them.
I don't have it, but I saw the Shao Kahn one in person, like the bloody version of it.
Right.
And I picked up the box and it has a nice weight to it. And just looking at the damn thing, man, it almost made me want to hurt my wallet. But tremendous sculpt work on it. They had the little hammer, and the way they painted the blood was clean because it looked like streaking blood. It was dope. Good details.
Yeah, man. What is this? Storm Collectibles right here. Oh my God, look at the detail on these guys. I mean, and I mean, like the shadowing, the shading, the wash, everything looks like it's game accurate. It's game
right.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share a couple of images right here. Hopefully, I don't get into trouble. I think it was a video that got me into trouble last time. So
images should be fine. If it's like an image of an action figure, I don't think they trip about that.
I hope
should be okay with that part.
Definitely, we did. I'm about to show it right now, bro. About to see it. They're about to see it, bro. Okay, put that over there. But yeah, Storm Collectibles is doing a fantastic job. Absolutely amazing job. All right, so here we have Storm Collectibles, and I am so impressed with their work. They do. You got Kazuya right here, looking great.
I already got that one pre-ordered. That's like I got Kazuya, Akuma, and Tyson coming to me soon.
And you know the thing that you can tell, like they're actually doing very good work, because when you look on the site here, everything is sold out. Everything is sold out.
Right. It's all out of there.
It's all sold out, and even characters that I'm not really interested in. Like I would say, like the Street Fighter V series, that Bison, I saw a Bison. I don't know. No, they don't have it here right now.
The black one. Yeah, you gotta look at the San Diego Comic-Con black one. That's something about the leather coat. It looks like leather, but it's not. It's like plastic and sculpted.
Right, exactly.
It's really good looking, man. I think I didn't like that costume in the game. I thought it was kind of doing too much. But when they brought it out as an actual sculpted thing,
right,
fuck, it looks solid, man. The shoulder pads make sense. It almost has a Fist of the North Star villain kind of feel to it because of the pads, actually.
Right. Speaking of Fist of the North Star, I think it was you that brought it to my attention. They are.
Oh yeah, they snapped that license.
It's over.
So
you know how I feel about.
So that's it. You're right there. Man, if you look at how they do the musculature for like Shao Kahn or any of the bigger characters, right, even Kazuya, if you see how Fist of the North Star is drawn, they can capture that look perfectly, I think.
Yeah, I think they do it. Man, listen, because we were sitting up there and we were discussing figures and everything like that. He sent me a message, started sending me some images. I said, "Who the fuck?" I said, "Who is this? Is this NECA or whatever?" No, and he was like, "Nah, it's Storm, bro." Because when you were sending me the pictures of Tyson, I was like, "Damn, that's a damn good Tyson he got right there." Then come to find out that was Storm Collectibles, right?
Yep.
Look at this shop.
And you know, Storm is competing with Hot Toys on a 12-inch scale. Now they're down to the 7-inch, competing with everybody else, just wrecking it.
You know what? Honestly, they could take the market if they keep it up like this. They really could take the market. They got a lot of companies shaking in their boots. Believe me when I tell you, they have a lot of companies shaking in their boots.
Man, the licenses they grabbed, though, man, they got all the games you wouldn't expect. They got Samurai Showdown, World Heroes, King of Fighters. All the old school gems do for like SNK, they're bringing back.
Right.
I'm looking forward to seeing Samurai Showdown, man. That means they're gonna bring in all the weapon characters and stuff. Like maybe the big characters like Earthquake with a chain sickle. Man.
Right. Yeah, my boy Rosario Melli, he just said, "I see Storm does the Street Fighter and Tekken, but where is the cap on Darkstalker's love? The Darkstalker's love. I love a Morgan the Lord Raptor." Yeah, but remember there was
be dope.
Because not only that, who was the company? Because I have the figures back here on my top shelf. The what was it called? Soda Toys. I think Soda Toys still has kind of like the toy license for that, even though they took it from them. It was in court or something like that because they were supposed to produce some action figures and never did. You know what I'm saying?
Soda is iffy with their releases. Even now, man, they're like, I think they're called Pop Culture Shock now. They have a real bad way of showing shit off and never releasing it.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this Goro. This Goro.
That's nuts. That's nuts, man. That Goro's crazy looking.
And then to me, if you ask me, this is video game accurate right here. Video game accurate. Each arm. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's nuts, man.
I know. Look at the detail.
Look at the joints in his arm. They're complete.
Exactly. And you can look at the joints and tell like they're really like, you know, they really crafted and engineered this figure very well.
Yep. And the best thing about Scale's products, man, is they all scale and fit together. So if you're into like photography and all that, you want to take photos, you can take a picture of any crossover you want within their lines. It just works.
Right. I want to look back at that Tyson figure because you have that one, correct?
No, it's pre-ordered. It's coming to me. I got a 12-inch Tyson that I turned into Chapel.
Okay. So you have the 12-inch Tyson, and look at this. Everything is sold out. So these guys are like really on the move. They're doing shit right.
You gotta go a different site if you want to grab one of their things now, like a Big Bad Toy Store or something. But that's this 8-inch figure of Tyson.
Let's look for the Whoa! Look at this one.
That's actually the one I used for the base.
Really,
Chapel.
You customized when you made Chapel, right?
Yeah, because of the body had that seamless kind of muscle body.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at this. This looks like Tyson. This looks great, especially when he was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, young Tyson. That's a young bull.
Look at that, and see what you were saying in terms of the clothing. The tailoring is done very, very well. Look. On par with some of
the way it drapes down and hangs.
Right. On par with Hot Toys tailoring. Look at that.
Yeah, and see the problem with cloth goods, a lot of times it doesn't hang properly. Like even Sideshow, you get some of their 12-inch stuff. Some of the material will be too thick or like tailored wrong, so it doesn't hang. Storm has a tendency to have that nice drape down effect with this stuff.
Yeah, Rosario. I think they really. I'm not sure. I know it's something going on with Soda Toys and Darkstalkers and stuff like that. But I mean, all it takes is for Storm and Storm Collector and what's the name?
What I'm understanding with Soda is they're just gone. So they've become just a company that produces mainly statues. Pop Culture Shock. They showed off a few 12-inch figures of like Akuma and Ryu, but those never produced. So in terms of Darkstalker, maybe they still have it because that was in the early 2000s, or the license might be up for grabs. If that case, if Storm snaps it, it's done. You can see any figure you'd probably expect off of Storm if they did it, because they'd actually put it out. They wouldn't just hold on to it.
Yeah, it seems like they have, like you said, they have a lot of statues. Even though their statue work is great, I'm not big on statues. I'm really not.
Yeah, because you can't move them around, man. You just you take a statue, you get it, and you just sit it down. You're done.
I mean, I have a few Bowen statues and shit like that, but I'm not really big on the statue stuff because I like to pose my figures and look at them and take photos of them in different poses. I don't like for them to be stuck in that one pose forever and stuff like that. I have to really.
But the crazy thing about it is, man, if you look at that statue of Shao Kahn and then you look at the Storm Shao Kahn, the Storm is just as good as the fucking statue, honestly.
Exactly.
It's not a little bit sharper.
Exactly. Look at this. Look at these models. Now, the Bruce Lee, for some reason, I think maybe I need to see.
Those are more statues.
Excuse me?
Those aren't articulated. They're like more statue.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just
Those are statues, the Bruce Lee ones.
But look at that face. They got that face down.
Yeah. Details nuts.
Yeah, that face is down pat, bro.
That's ripped directly from Enter the Dragon in the first scene, man. That's perfect.
Exactly. I totally agree. Then you got who is that? You got now. See, for some reason, even though they did a great job with this Ken, I don't like this Ken. I don't like the look of Street Fighter V's Ken. It just looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's great detail in the video game Ken, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
They got the Street Fighter 2, I think, Turbo license, so that's why they have the violent Ken and the evil Ryu figures coming out too. So you will get classic looks eventually. Right.
And up here they got
and their violent Ken looks like a straight regular Ken with a different paint job, man. So if you're looking for a Ken, that violent one looks decent. Right.
So then next one we're gonna look at. Let me see. These Storm collectibles look absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we got who is that? Now the clone ninjas. For some reason, I find nothing wrong. I find absolutely nothing wrong because even though
they're perfect.
Yeah, they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. I think they've done great. Storm Collectibles is one of my new go-to companies for action figures and stuff like that.
I have one of their clone ninjas. I have the Noob Cybot. Right. And the way they did him was, I expected it to just be a black figure. You expect almost just plain black. Like they wouldn't even have to paint it like the old Snake Eyes figure. But when you get it in hand, you look at it, man, the skin and the face for like the exposed body, like his arms and his face, are like a transparent, smoky black plastic. The eyes are like this painted, glossy black, like a shark's eye.
Right,
And then the
right.
rest has different degreeing shades of black and gray with different washes. It really looks really nice in person. The pictures of Noob Sai by itself don't do it justice.
They got some
No,
nice.
there's sunflower Akuma. I actually have that because I wanted to just strip parts of it for nostalgia Akuma. It's a good figure though in hand. Feels really solid. It's just the damn face and the sunflower haircut I can't get over.
And you know what? Let me see. I hope I presented them to everybody, but yeah. What's he say?
You didn't show the Comic-Con ones because those ones were tremendous.
Yeah, I'm gonna show them in a second.
Yeah.
Go to the comments here, and it says Luis Gonzalez said, "What the fuck?" Rosario said, "Ah man, I think sideshow statues are way the whole room to display them. They weigh hundreds of pounds. Where's my boy Vega with removable masks? I don't know. They were talking about something with Vega, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, just give him a second. Give him a second. Trust me. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind waiting for what do you call that? I don't mind waiting for Storm Collectibles to bring out their figures, because you know when it comes out, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Now you have some Storm figures. What is the quality like?
It's durable. They have a nice, almost heavy kind of PVC plastic, and towards the upper body chest,
right,
they start to use like a rubbery, like the 12-inch figure. So when it has that butterfly joint in the shoulders, you can bring them all the way forward, and you won't mess up the scope of the upper body because it has that rubbery kind of look, and it will even kind of fold in naturally. Good, decent amount of heft to them. Painted really well. They really don't leave anything unpainted on the figures. It's almost really cool to just sit and marvel at.
That's cool.
So really detailed, sturdy. You know, it's almost like, what more do you want from these guys? They're doing tremendous work,
especially for the price point.
Yeah.
You can't
actually, you know, their cheapest figure is the Hulk Hogan I see it go for like $20, and I don't even like Hulk Hogan, but it's such a quality figure. I'm thinking of getting for $20 just so I can have Tyson sock him in the face in different forms.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it.
You
can't beat it. Now you said they had some Comic-Con ones that were
it's that Bison that you saw with the black leather coat, and you had the Chun-Li in the little skimpy outfit, and Evil Ryu and Violent Ken.
Comic-Con.
That Bison was crazy though, man. I was like, whoa, I hated this look at the game. Why do I like this thing in the 3D form? No, it's crazy.
Yeah, like in the game, it looks like it's some old Gordy ass, I don't know what, but like
it's corny.
Yeah, that action figure, oh my god, it's amazing. It looked.
I think Street Fighter V's problem is a lot of the design issue, man. A lot of characters don't look good in that moving form.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem. Collectibles. Let's see, Bison. They also have Samurai Showdown too.
Yep, they got that license. Looking forward to seeing what they do with that, man. Love Samurai Showdown as a kid. Great game.
Oh,
I gotta get a Hanzo figure. Yo, that's gonna be dope with the big shoulder pads and everything. Hanzo's gonna be clean.
Yeah. Wasn't he the alcoholic in that game?
No, Hanzo wasn't alcoholic. It was they had a specific drunk character though, or no, they had a chain smoking old monk. His name was Nicotine.
Yo, look at this motherfucker right here, King of Fighters Rugal, and you know Rugal was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
King of Fighters Rugal. I'm trying to find, because you know what, I saw
that Lobo. That Lobo they got though. Good Lord, good night with that Lobo.
That's right, Storm Collectibles Lobo. You got me all over the place, bro. Okay, here we go.
Toy Arc is a good place for pictures of them. They have a whole gallery.
Oh yeah, Toy Arc. I'm gonna give them a shout out so they won't be like, oh. Okay, I think we found something real nice. Wait. Yeah, it's that Lobo I saw from Storm Collectibles is shitting on it's crapping on that DC Direct one.
Oh, the Mattel one, yeah.
No. Toy Arc, right?
Yeah, they have like a SDCC gallery of all the different things I saw.
Oh yeah, they got some good stuff here, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, but I definitely want to
They
get.
showed off two King of Fighter guys. They showed Rugal and who was the other one? Kyo, I think.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's not on the Storm Collectibles site though. Let's see, Rugal. Nope, they don't have anything up there. So I guess because it's not even, you know, it's in
It's
production.
not out yet. It's just kind of showing it. One thing that always got to me about the King of Fighter art, and I'm glad they didn't do it for the figures, is if you notice all that early art from like back in the day. Me and my buddy have a thing about this. Their face, man, their faces, they all look like kind of chubby Italians.
Right. Oh.
Like the old art. And I'm glad Storm decided not to do that because I'd hate to have like Terry Bogard or Keo and they all have that kind of chubby face.
Right.
So Storm fixed it. They said we're not gonna make them look like chubby ass old Italians.
Right. I know. I think who was that? Storm Collectibles 2018. No. There we go. Right. There we go. Yeah, but he was, man. Storm is on the move. I'm very happy with this stuff. I'm waiting, like honestly, I'm really waiting on that. What do you call that? What do you call that? Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. Looking forward to that line period, man. I want a nice row with the horse, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't think JC will mind it.
Jaggy with the helmet.
Yeah.
Give me a Jaggy off of that.
I don't think what's the name? Because I spoke to him earlier and I said, would he mind if I use some of his stuff in some of my podcasts and stuff like that? So I'm gonna go to JC's site, Toy News International. Look up what was that? Like Garland. Oh, I'm surprised he doesn't have Storm up here. Storm Collectibles. Yes. He got all the hotness up here.
Nice.
Got all the hotness up here. Okay, so I'm gonna share this right here. And again, everybody, thank JC at Toy News International giving us. Sent to everyone. There we go.
And there go Rugal.
Yeah, there goes Rugal right there. He's looking great. And again, visit Toy News International. JC also has a YouTube channel, a very thriving and wonderful YouTube channel. He does very, very thorough action reviews. So you got to check him out. Look at this. Look at this. It says pending approval.
That looks serious.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Isn't he the one who used to do the Kaiser wave like that?
Yeah.
Kaiser
snatched it off of geese.
Yeah, Kaiser wave. This Apocalypse looks hardcore too, man. Look at this one. Hold up. This Apocalypse looks beast.
Oh, Dark Side, yeah, that's from Injustice. That looks clean.
Yeah, Dark Side. Yeah, Ermac. All these guys looking sweet, man. Sweet. We shoot back to let's see if he has that bison. Got it all.
Freaking Sunflower Akuma. What's going on with his face? Even in yellow looks worse.
This is what I'm waiting on right here.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's gonna be the shit.
It's Fist of the North Star.
That's gonna be clean.
But they don't have any prototype images of it, do they?
Nah, not yet, man. I was hoping they would have shown some at San Diego, but they didn't. That was the one thing I was really looking forward to from San Diego, was if they was going to show any of that that Fist of the North Star goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what was that? It's a lot of good stuff. I wanted to show everybody that Black Bison, but I guess, you know, nobody really has any images of it because I damn sure saw it on YouTube on what was that? I think I was looking at. Was I looking at JC's? I think I was looking at JC's, and I saw some great images of what's the name? Oh, that Black Bison.
Yeah.
Too, didn't
I saw the images myself on Instagram off of D Amazing's Instagram page. Great pictures there.
Yeah. And you see, they like, look, you get the severed limb look with them and stuff like that.
You know, honestly, I kind of want those figures just for the severed limbs, man, just so I can make use to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Noob Saibot came with a decapitated neck and blood joint, so he hooked to other figures, man. Honestly, if Storm made like a decapitated limb pack, I think it'd be popular.
Right.
With effects and all that. Look at that, that's crazy. He has the thing around his neck and everything. His hands get ripped off.
Yep. Yeah, look, they have like the limbs that you can replace them with. Storm does a fantastic job. Does an absolutely amazing job.
These are the Mortal Kombat figures I wanted when I was like in elementary school, man.
Exactly.
There weren't any around, you know?
Exactly.
We had those crappy G.I. Joe toys like years later, and they were just absolute trash.
You talking
about
G.I.
Joe Mortal Kombat guys?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about G.I. Joe Extreme.
Nah. Remember when G.I. Joe had the Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat licenses, and they churned out garbage?
Yeah.
Some of the worst figures were the Mortal Kombat ones, man.
I think the Street Fighter ones are worse than the Kombat ones. Really do.
Oh, yeah, they're bad, man. I had... The only one that looked accurate was M. Bison because he was wearing Nazi crap. Everyone else looked terrible.
He said because they were wearing Nazi crap.
That's what it was. But if you look at Bison here, he looked like a member of Cobra. But when you have Ryu and you put grenades to his chest because you're reusing a Storm Shadow body, he looks bad.
Yeah. Maybe they might have it right here because that Bison. There's
that Lobo, Dark Side.
That Lobo is sweet.
Yeah, Heihachi.
There's a prototype.
That's an early version of it too. Yeah. Thing looks good too, right there.
Yeah, it does.
In the actual one, they gave him the long hair. It looks crazy in the actual
like
version of it.
Finished product, yeah. The finished product one, he has the long hair, like the greasy looking long hair and stuff like that.
You got the chain around his arm with the hook. Man, it's gonna be a good figure. That's the Akuma I waited for, man. I have this goofy one here, but that's how Akuma should look to begin with, right there.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at this pose right here. Like when he does the axe kick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you really can put his legs out, and you know what? He'll stand up. The balance on these guys are amazing. You really can't prop him up on one leg. You can put Akuma on his tippy toes when there's the horse stance.
Right.
And they'll stand up fine.
Yeah, I'm man, I'm gonna be broke this year, man. You know, I'm gonna be broke, so broke, bro. It's not even gonna be able to be. It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be.
There's
bad.
that Shinakuma exclusive. They do something really fucking great with the paint and the sculpt together, man. It's tremendous. You know, I think Storm is like, that's how McFarlane should have kind of evolved into, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? With the balance of sculpt and paint.
When you think about it, McFarlane was the reason why people, like a lot of the companies, started upping their game as far as articulate detail and making characters look like versus, like, you know, especially back with them Star Wars figures. Them Star Wars figures back in the day, nobody looked like what they did in the movie or anything like that.
Didn't they have a version of Star Wars figures where everybody was a hella buffed out for some reason? It was like called Power of the Force.
Yeah,
why was everyone hella roided up though, man? It didn't look right in that context.
I don't know. I have no idea why. They did that.
You know, I don't mind steroids, but damn, if you're gonna roid somebody up, make sure they look good when they do it. Don't just have a buff ass figure.
Exactly. So I mean, what is that? The next one we're gonna look into are what was that? I like Star Wars black figures, right? I know you may not like them, but I love Star Wars black figures, and I mean, like, there are some that are coming out that are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, brother. So we're going to check out some Hasbro stuff. Hasbro Star Wars Black Series. And you got to look at some of the detail that they have now.
Once they do any of the Republic Commando guys in black, I'm going to swoop them all up.
Man. So you like the Republic too?
Those are the Republic Commandos. Those are my favorite characters right there. The Delta Squad.
Yeah.
Love the fucking game. Wish they do more with the characters.
Yeah, because that story was deep.
The sniper was dope because the sniper had like his armor was just covered in splattered blood. And he was my favorite character. His whole face mask was just dipped in blood.
Man, they had some beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
I saw one of the Black series. It looked like they did like an Old Republic figure, like Revan.
Yeah.
Looked really good.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff. So here, guys, I'm gonna share this right here. We're gonna see these figures right here, man. Get some good stuff. Look at that.
That Lando?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
it's actually kind of dope, man.
They got Lando. They got who was that? What's that? They got Lando. Hold on. They got Beckett from this Han Solo movie. And that Han Solo movie, sad to say, it was good. It was very good. They're re-releasing a lot of the like they're re-releasing the Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker and shit like that. So a lot of people, because like right now, if you go and try to buy that Boba Fett or whatever case may be, you're gonna get murdered.
Really?
Man, Boba Fett is a sought after one. Bosk is a sought after. Luke Skywalker in his flight uniform, in his X-wing fighter pilot uniform, is very sought after. Like me, I didn't start getting into the Star Wars Black series until like I think the second. By then, like they had already they were pretty much out of the initial first wave, and sometimes you'll be able to catch the first wave, but not anymore.
Right.
And they got one of my favorites right here. As a kid, I absolutely loved Dengar. Dengar, I think, was one of my favorite action figures as a kid, like within the Star Wars series. Dengar, and what was that? Dengar and all right, three of my favorite Star Wars figures growing up was Hoth Han Solo, Bespin Han Solo, Dengar, Lando Calrissian, Boba Fett, and Luke Skywalker in his Hoth and Bespin outfit. For some reason, they always found a way to be in my Star Wars adventures, no matter what. No, and the other two that were my favorite was the Hoth Stormtrooper and the Dead Driver. They were my favorites. Those are my favorites. I found a way to put them into everything.
Oh, that looks pretty good. What was that? Is that Dengar right there?
Yeah, that's Dengar.
That looks pretty dope, actually. With he has the head wrap and everything, huh?
Yep. That's why I think that's the reason why I liked him so much, because he was
the head wrap.
Yeah, the head wrap, and he had like mismatched stuff on. He had a big giant gun, and you could pretty much see. I love characters that you can put them in any setting, and they just fit right in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like Dengar, he could be in space, he could be on Hoth, he could be wherever, and like to me, he just blended in. And then they're also doing like what's her name, Leia in her Hoth outfit right here. If you see back there, you got Grand Moff talking and some porgs. I don't care about the porgs.
Pigman.
Yeah, the Gamorrean guard. Yeah, Gamorrean guard. I might get him. I mean, like if anything, he would be like cannon fodder for when I go to Jabba the Hutt's planet. But this right here is what I want. This Bespin Han Solo. That right there, I gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta have him. And the thing about it is, even though a lot of people did not like Solo. No, they did like it. It was just that they boycotted that because of The Last Jedi. And I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not even gonna go into
it. No, you're right. You're absolutely right, because I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with a lot of the PR they were doing for that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they would have just did mostly trailers and kept their mouths shut, it would have been fine. The PR shot themselves in the foot.
Well, see that I believe
because there are some, there's some characters. I didn't even watch Solo, but some of the characters look dope. Like there's like these masked villains. I don't know who the hell they are, but they look pretty decent.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I mean, the movie was good, but it was just that because of the backlash of The Last Jedi and the way that the people over at Lucasfilms, like those people over that are working for Lucasfilms, and like the head of Lucasfilm, that's not like checking for honestly. When you're in business, I was a toy distributor for years. When you're in business, sad to say, the customer is always right. All right. You're not going to do what they want you to do. Yes, sir. Yeah, no problem. We'll work on it. This, that, and the other. These motherfuckers, they over here like they'll basically tell them like, oh, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. This, that, and the other. Get used to it. This, that, and the other. Oh, you're not a what's the name? You're not a fan of this, that, and the other. You don't matter. Pay us. I mean, they're very nasty. They're very nasty.
You can't disrespect your fan base, expect to make money. One thing I read was I think one of the fools said, if you don't like The Last Jedi, you're a misogynist or something along those lines. You can't constantly disrespect people. Why? People cannot like it and not be a misogynist. They just don't like the story of it.
Exactly.
You can't sit there and call your fans something and expect to still make money off of it.
Yeah, that's just the way. That's just the way it is. That's just
bad PR, man. Bad press. They say no such thing as bad press, but if you let the directors and everybody else start running their mouths like that, that's bad press all the way. There
was never a time in the 80s. In the 80s, it was all about PR. What, like, you know, your PR was step in the place of you, was stepping away, opening your mouth and saying something stupid that might harm you, harm your brand, harm whatever the case may be. PR to me, with these companies that are out here now, it seems like it no longer exists. Like they just say what they want to. There is no way in the world, regardless of how I feel towards the actions or feelings of my fans, of my product, that don't like my product, whether they like it or not, you would never see my personal feelings in place of business or a representative of me speaking in terms of my company and brand with their feelings. They would instantly be fired. If it was me, they would instantly be fired. I don't care. It would be like, look, this is who's paying your bills right here. Regardless of how you feel, you keep your mouth shut and you pretty much like play the game with them. You don't have to. These jokers over at Lucasfilms, they will answer you back like, oh, you're this, you're that, this, that, and the other. How do you don't matter. This, that, and the other. I was like, wow, never seen a business do that before. Never seen a business do that before. Star Wars Black Series.
Yeah,
It was one I saw that was it was like a scout trooper or something like that. I think this is it. No. They showed it.
I saw was he covered in like I saw when I was painted up, it was like he was covered in dirt. It looked pretty damn nice, one of these trooper guys.
Oh yeah, that was
they were covered in like complete muck and dirt.
This one right here.
Yeah.
This one looks great. I even like these, and I purchased this one. I got to do some Star Wars reviews too, because I do have that one. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and they're doing like, well, see on this page here, you see more of like the extended array of action figures that they have in store, and like nobody really cares about her. You know what I'm saying? But you got like the Rebel Soldier right there that you can pretty much like army build with, because you know you can always take the heads off of them out for like some generic heads.
Those army builders are the first ones to get sold out for the most part.
Of course. Like, do you know how long it took for me to find stormtroopers at a reasonable price? You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. It was just crazy.
I've seen people buy them Bandai model kit stormtroopers just to pad their shit because, you know, you may as well.
Exactly. Here's Leia again in a Hoth outfit. And like the 3D face printing technology is actually good that they're using now. It looks much better.
Yeah, they're starting to do what Asia kind of does with the painting too, where they use that photo print for the eyes and everything.
Right. Well, they better have caught
up. You can see where Marvel Legends don't do it right, because if you look at closer to Marvel Legends, you see still like the little dots where everything's kind of printed on. They don't straight. It's not fluid yet. It's still dotty, like that dot matrix look to it.
Yeah, you got the Star Wars Clone Commander. I mean, like, they got some nice stuff going on.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't going to see. The thing is that I wasn't going to get this. Is the 3 1/4 right here, but I wasn't going to get into the Star Wars Black Series at first because I thought it was just maybe like something they were just putting out there and then it would just disappear. And if I start a collection, I will pick and choose which figures I get within that collection. But if I start a collection, I don't want to just have 1 or 2 figures out of it, and then the rest of them are just like gone. Like they're, you know, because you know how sometimes hasbro, a lot of these companies will start up lines and then they just shut it off, and you stuck with like 2 figures out the line, and then like, you know, it fits in with nothing else. Because again, in certain aspects, I'm a completionist. What in the world? A Death Trooper, Star Wars Black. Oh no, that's a custom.
What is that?
It's a custom.
I'm about to say that looks all right.
Right? It was
that looks all right there.
Yeah, but like I definitely got to get this Lando Calrissian right here. I definitely gonna get this guy right here. I might troop build with that.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get the Dengar is a must-have. I don't care if I don't pay my rent. I gotta get that Dengar.
You know, we broke his head between this and all the Storm shit coming out. And you know, Storm got Gears of War, so if you like Gears of War, they're really doing all that shit too.
Really? Do they have images of Storm? Are they Gears of War stuff or no?
No, that was one of the licenses they announced
Oh,
at Comic-Con. Was Gears
good.
of War.
Good.
I love NECA's Gears of War, but if Storm does them, it's a wrap. It's done.
Yeah, it's over.
I just want Storm to grab Splatterhouse. That's all I want him to do. Make one move and just grab Splatterhouse for me.
And you would think like Rick would have been on they would have been done a Rick figure or something like that. Because I saw some customs out there that were actually pretty good. They weren't half bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you do? What can you do? So moving right along, next we're going to go into Marvel Legends, and we're going to get right to the bread and butter. And the Marvel Legends I'm looking for is the Apocalypse Wave. That Apocalypse Wave looks beast, bro. Actually looking for that Apocalypse Wave big time. I want that bad because it has Bishop in it. Who else? I think it has Bishop, a couple other people in it. Let me see.
You got Tiger Stripe Wolverine in there, I think.
Yeah. Tiger Stripe Wolverine, Bishop, a couple other characters in there. Okay, Marvel.
I always like the brown look for Wolverine best, but the
too.
Tiger was always like my second favorite look for Wolverine, but the brown was always my favorite.
Both looks for Wolverine I actually really love. I didn't like the more retro one where it looked like his costume was like sleek and he had like a lot of blue in it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I like the brown and burgundy one is because of I guess like the brown, tan, and burgundy one. I think I like that one because of the simple fact that how can I say, it harkens back to when I was a kid and back when he was smoking cigarettes and cigars and all.
That's
that
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and like sometimes
that's how I was first introduced to him when he was slaughtering ninjas at wholesale and then smoking right after.
Yes, and I try to tell people that. I try to tell them, like, look, I remember a time when Wolverine was like, there were books where like it was literally no dialogue, it's all violence, just all violence.
Yeah. It'd just be him and a bunch of red ninjas, and all you'd see was him fucking them all up.
Exactly, absolutely. And I mean, like, you couldn't beat that. That was Wolverine. Marvel Legends. Which figures you anticipate? I know you really don't dig Marvel Legends or anything like that. But which would you get this set?
I'd get the Apocalypse just to paint the motherfucker up because I like the way it's kind of sculpted. It just needs some attention on it. Right. The one thing that drives me away from Marvel Legends is that if you remember how the Toy Biz used to do it, they put so many paint apps on it. Sometimes you get like paint on your fingers or wherever you'd be holding it too long. They did a tremendous amount of paintwork and detail. They even put the hair on Wolverine's arms. But you go now, they kind of cut back on small details, which I'm a big fan of.
Right.
And I guess it makes it so you can do it yourself and what have you. But I just kind of like seeing little small details that most folks don't notice. That's all.
Yeah, me too. That's that's exactly how I am. I would say like in my older age, I'm not as much a stickler for detail as I used to be. But I mean, I still like when I see it, I love it. I said, all right, they put some work into doing this. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And I happen to find some images, of course, of of the Marvel Legends. What do you call that? Apocalypse Wave. And they look now the poses they got them in are garbage. Like
Psylocke though, Psylocke I see.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What is that? They I pretty much like everybody in this wave, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. They did a great job. They did a real good job. Okay, that's taking a bit to load. Okay, so you got these guys right here. Now the Apocalypse. I happened to see what was that? Who was it? I think I was on Pixel Dan's channel, and he happened to like show the Apocalypse completely constructed and put together, the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. Man, they did a good job on him, Kenny. They did a real good job on him. They did a very good job on him. And I like the detail and the scowl that he had on his face. They used like that from what I was looking at and what I was seeing and from what he featured or like pretty much reviewed, you can tell like within the they did like the, how can I say, it's like a marbleized type of plastic that they use sometimes. And like I
like that plastic with the swirls in it.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. I definitely like that. I like when they do the marbleized plastic. That's why when I was telling you about the Death's Head, you know, I tried to like pretty much when I did the review for that, I tried to pretty much put the light on it so that you can see that it was marbleized. And I mean, like,
Right.
like, you know, I love the way that Hasbro is actually stepping up their game. They had no choice. They had no choice but to step up their game because a lot of these independent companies and like these little companies, they're doing the thing. I love Gladiator. I've always wanted a good Gladiator figure.
Yeah, that Apocalypse looks pretty nice. Yeah, looking at it.
Sweet. That Apocalypse looks sweet. I definitely want like I want that. I want everybody in that wave. You got Multiple Man. No, yeah, Multiple Man is in that one, right?
Yeah, Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox. Maddox is in that wave. Yep, Maddox, Psylocke, Storm, Sabretooth. Now here's the thing.
Oh, it's Mohawk Storm too, isn't it? That's cool.
Yes, it's Mohawk. Yep. Now here's the thing for me, right? This is the thing that I have an issue with because I haven't found a figure that pretty much meets to the standard of this one. I like this.
Is it the Select?
Yeah, this is the Diamond Select one. I like this one.
That one's serious right there.
Now the mobility is a little bit limited or whatever the case may be, but you can still do some funky poses with him. You know what I'm saying? And I like the size and height of him. He's about like he stands the size that what's his name? That what do you call that? Sabretooth is. That's why I like him.
Right. That one looks like he did in the X-Men Children of Adam game.
Right.
From the arcades.
Yeah, like I'm really digging this guy right here. I'm digging this guy big time. He's one of my favorites. Loser, Birdie, yeah, boss. Yeah, but that was I'm really digging. I can't wait to see that new get this set right here. And what else? Get a hold of that set. And they also featured a new what was it? I think it was the
there's a character. Maybe you can tell me which one is. Since I don't know a lot about these guys, there's one character they just showed off at the Comic-Con. He looks like he looks kind of like Deathlock, but he's draped in green and he's like skull face paint. Who is that dude? He looks fresh.
Draped in green, skull face paint.
Yeah, and he has like it looks like they use kind of like the Deathlock body because he has like the cybernetic legs and arms and shit.
You said he's green?
Yeah, like he's like a green army vest or something. And he has like skull face paint on and like cybernetic limbs. It was from the Comic-Con. It was from the thing they showed off at the display. So I can't trace what figure it is, but I just remember looking like, oh, that's righteous.
You know who he is. He's from the Reavers.
That's from the Reavers? Yes, oh shit.
Remember the Reavers, the fucking cybernetic?
Yeah, with the dude with his tank legs and all his buddies, yeah.
Yeah, he's from the Reavers, bro. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I gotta get that thing.
You know who he is. I was gonna say
it's just that gun kills me. Look at that gun. It's not a real gun. I gotta find a gun for my bin and put it on him.
Yeah. Now you know what? I think action figures, longtime action figures collectors like ourselves, we always end up doing it. Because like me,
you see
weapons. Like sometimes, you know who sometimes have good substitute weapons that look great with figures? McFarlane weapons actually.
Yeah, completely. You're completely right about that. There was back when they had KB Toys on clearance, they had like this Matrix display thing that was on like for $4. I grabbed it only for the weapons it came with. I threw the rest of that shit out. Yeah, I grabbed it for the guns and little swords and shit.
Exactly. Like I would sometimes just get a figure away or whatever the case may be. Honestly, I'm like this. I don't know if you're like this. If my action figure loses a vital weapon that goes to it, I don't want it. Or like a weapon that
it bothers me. Yeah, it bothers me. Like a signature weapon, like his main thing.
Right. Like say for instance, my Captain America loses his shield. I don't want that Captain America. I don't want it, or unless I get a replacement shield, I don't want it. I know it may sound weird or whatever the case may be, but if I
no, you're right, because that's a vital part of the character. I mean, I can understand like a sidearm, a pistol you can get from somewhere else, but not its shield or not like the main thing you're kind of known for. You kind of fuck the figure up without it.
Yeah. Over over here at my buddies at Foosh. Foosh does some great work too.
Damn, look at Kingpin.
Yes, he does. He looks great, bro. He looks great. Look at that. You got
Kingpin looks right. That looks right. And he had the all white suit on too.
Yes,
I like that with the black shirt and the tie. That's nice.
Yep. You got Typhoid Mary over here. Oh,
Silver Sable for real. Classic character, yo.
You got Silver Sable. You got Black Cat over there. Anti-Venom. Venom over here. Carnage, you can tell over there. I think that's Typhoid Mary in the back there. You know what I mean?
I like Typhoid Mary's classic look though, where she looked like a trash hooker too, but she had the shoulder pads with spikes.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
She just looked crazy. She looked insane.
Yeah. They got some good stuff.
That Venom looks good too, though. That buffed out monster Venom looks pretty good in the back.
Yeah, that Venom is real nice. That Venom is very, very nice. And you know they're doing Gambit.
See, and that's how I look Venom to look. Venom should look monstrous. Right? Oh, that Gambit's clean. Okay. All right, I'm liking that Gambit.
This is actually a prototype one because they were talking that they're going to put like the stubble on his face.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're gonna give him the stubble. So I mean, like, it's gonna be sweet. Now, another thing I'm looking forward to is this right here. This the Thing. You know, the Thing is one of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorites.
I saw a review on the recent one. The recent one apparently was really nice. The Walgreens thing.
Yeah. Did you? They were even talking about the detail and the sculpting within like the cracks of like the crustacean on his body, like the
right.
Like, crevices and the rocks on his body. They said it looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal.
Yo, what I like about that was his abdominal cut. It's not a straight cut. They actually shaped out some of the rocks. Yeah, that's clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I told you before, because I remember for a while, like, you were like, I don't want to see none Marvel, this, that, and the other. They have to step up their game. They have no choice now. They have no choice. And it looks like they that the Kingpin comes with an alternate head too. And of course, they're doing the Professor Xavier and stuff like that.
That Kingpin looks nice. I might have to grab Kingpin.
Yes, it does. What you feel to realize, Spider-Man, it just 150 pounds of pure muscle.
that's that Kingpin. I like. Remember you see him in the comics, and he'd be wearing his drawers, but he'd be lifting weights and smoking a cigar.
Yeah. Yep, and he'd be like,
yeah, man.
Like I would actually put him in the class of being a mutant because everybody thinks that's fat. It's not fat. That's all muscle.
He's strong as shit. That's muscle. He even explained it that he trained with sumo and all kinds of shit in Japan in one of the comics before.
I think he's he can lift 1.5 tons if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's not a regular person. I mean, look at the size of his hands. He ain't regular. He got like hams for hands.
I forgot which artist it was, but like it was one artist that used to draw him with like he would always have a cigar in that hand, but he had like the real big hands and shit like that.
Right.
Now look at this Sauron. This Sauron looks sweet, man. This Sauron looks sweet. This is from the movie Ant-Man and Wasp and stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really like movie figures that much unless it's the source material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless they look like the comic but kind of more detailed. Yeah.
And this is the Bishop that they're coming out with right here.
That's not bad, but I still really like that old Toy Biz Bishop.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I love that Toy Biz Bishop. That Toy Biz Bishop, to me, it embodies
the face sculpt. The face sculpt was righteous on old Toy Biz.
Right. Yeah, I like that old Toy Biz Bishop. Now, and another thing too, I like the way that they made the old Toy Biz Bishop very muscular. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because he's supposed to be like Cable's kind of like counterpart in a way. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. So, I mean, like Cable's a big muscular dude, so Bishop should be like a big muscular dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's from a fucked up future where he survives for everything, so he should kind of look like that.
Right. Like this is the one you're talking about right here, right?
Yep, that's the one right there.
But dude,
with the shotgun in the holster in the back.
Yep. The double barrel sawed off right there.
Mm-hmm. That's the one right there.
Yeah, man. This is one of my favorites right here, man. Digging this one. Now they had him in a I remember they came with an alternate version where he had a bald head and stuff like that.
Right.
I didn't really
I like him with a Jerry curl.
Yeah, me too. Because you know what? I think
it just looks that's Bishop.
That's Bishop. This right here. This is my man right here, Bishop. Yeah, man. But yeah,
I think that's gonna be a hard one to top the character.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because like this one right here is my go-to. Like I mean, when I saw the prototype and when they announced that Bishop was coming out, I was like, let me see it. And I saw it, and for some reason, see, you know what it is? Toy Biz did such good quality to where like it's hard to find shit to like to pretty much like take the mantle of what they did. I'm not saying all of some of them like came out garbage. For some reason, they could never get female figures right. They would just be looking all awkward and messed up and everything. But when it came to their male figures, the male figures always came out perfect. Always came out perfect.
Do you remember their Face Off? I think Hulk. I still think that's the best Hulk figure that came out.
Yeah.
It was based on the Del Kiwan art, which I really thought was the look for Hulk, like my default.
Right. That one was good. That one was real good. That one was real good. They also had some now the Sauron wave. I don't know if I'm really gonna be into that. Well, I want Sauron, but I don't know. Now this one right here, now Cable, even though he's already out, right? Hold on, let me share this with you guys. Even though Cable's already out, I'm not really digging like I don't know. He doesn't how can I say? It's not like
he's not bulky enough.
Yeah, Cable's a big dude.
The shoulder pad should be bigger too, especially the shoulder pad.
Shoulder pads, because you know, like the shoulder pads was pretty much ammo holders for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that. I don't know. You know, I have it, and I have that whole wave, and I haven't reviewed it yet. But I'm gonna do like a for ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's here, sure to hit the like button, comment button, hit the notification button. But I'm also gonna be doing a busted open marathon because I have like tons of Marvel Legends that I have not reviewed, and what I'm going to do is a 2 or 3 hour marathon of busting these figures open. Maybe like 20 or 30 maybe like 10, 20 figures or whatever the case may be, or until you guys tell me to stop. That way I'm able to clear up some of this stuff that's stacked up, these boxes of Marvel Legends, and that way I get to be able to review some of this newer stuff that I have as well. So moving right along, the Sauron way. Oh yeah, look. They have these guys too. So if you want an army build with the AIM figures right here.
Yeah.
And you know, he's from the what's the names? Oh God, Quasar and all of them. They got a Hercules figure. Nah. Movie figures for some reason I'm not too fond of. You know what this is all about right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, you already know.
Say no more. Yeah, you don't need to say no more. Yeah. That's silly.
They got a movie 4-pack coming out like the this one right here. The first 10 years, I think it holds like a, you know, has like the and all that other stuff. You know, it's a ton of stuff that they got coming out. A ton of new figures that they got coming out. Like some, you know, honestly, when it comes to the movie figures, I'm not too fond of them. I don't like movie figures unless it's a source. I pretty much more so now perfect example. Terminator movie figure, right? That was the source material. So of course I will want those figures. But as far as like, you know, like Marvel, the MCU, and not saying the MCU, I don't like their films or anything like that. I just like comic figures. If the source material was right, I'm gonna get like this right here. I would never buy this. I would never buy this.
No, because you know, if you buy it, it just looks like a guy in a yellow shirt. There's nothing.
I want the comic
different apart from that.
I want the comic book one.
But I will say though, I think Iron Man is the one you can kind of get away with getting movie figures because it's just a dude in armor.
Yeah, you can
depending on how your preference for the character.
Yeah, you can mix and match Iron Man in terms of the what's the name? In terms of the what's the name? What do you call that? In terms of like being movie to like comic.
Comic, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, the face sculpt is actually pretty good, but I wasn't a big fan of that Black Panther movie. I mean, I thought it was mediocre. It was just like extra regular. I mean, it wasn't like, I don't see what all the hoopla was. And this right here, look, they got Wasp in her classic outfit, outfit right there. Pretty decent body sculpt. Yeah, it's the same as I think that's the same body sculpt that they used on Spider-Woman, but still. I love the way Hasbro is taking the initiative to really get things right, you know? But this dude right here, What it was is that you had forgotten because you saw when I said the Reavers. You said, "Oh, now I remember them." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude with the tank treads on his feet, the scumbags. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other one? Bone Crusher. I think the one with the tank bottom was Bone Crusher. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. We got a nice picture of him right here. Hold on, let me see if I can get you one that's nice and blown up. That's Gambit. Hey, come on, let's see if he has like a little gallery of him. Please tell me you got that blown up one. But that looks nice. Even the head sculpt is nice.
You know, looking at it again, the gun ain't bad.
It's not. You know, all we
just
would
needs
do
to get painted a little bit.
Exactly. But you know they have to do that because of the kids. You know, if it was 20 years back in the day, that shit would have been silver and black with like brush metal on it.
Dry brushing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I gotta say. That's what I miss about Marvel Legends not being Toy Biz. Toy Biz would dry brush the shit out of all their guns.
Yeah.
Yes, they look really good.
Yes, they would. They got magic. Right? And, you know, they're gonna do another Archangel and stuff like that. I've always liked anything associated with Apocalypse. I love. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
like his Apocalypse look better than his standard Angel wings look. To be honest.
Yeah, me too.
With the razor blade wings. Yeah.
Exactly. That alternate head looks sweet though. Look at those alternate heads they got. They got some great alternate heads going on there.
There go Blink from Age of Apocalypse. Yeah. Wow, they're doing the figure of her.
Yeah, Blink. Yep. Gambit. He could have worked on that heel a little bit, but I'm not complaining.
Gambit looks good, man. I gotta say, Gambit looks real good.
Look at this. This one, he looks nice, bro. Look at this.
Snap. I'm getting that one. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks nice. And yeah, it is a little bit of a retooling of what's his name? Deathlock.
Yeah. It works though. I think it works for the retool.
It's different. It doesn't look like they just took the same stuff because the shoes are different. Because I'm looking at my Deathlock figure right now. The shoes are different. The knee pads are the same, but like the boxer shorts, they're shorter. They're more like a superhero cut. It's different. It's different. But that head sculpt is nice. I like that head sculpt. And then they're doing another Ultron, which is nothing but a remake. I think it's a reissue of the one that they had as a builder figure years ago. These are the AIM soldiers if you want an army build with them. This is Hercules right here. Hercules, sometimes I would like him and sometimes I couldn't stand him in the comic book.
Sentinel.
Yeah. But this is
it's all right.
Yeah, I'm liking.
I like the packaging on the classics, man. Yeah. I had those that growing up as a kid, man. I had the Iron Man, a whole bunch of them toys.
Me too.
So the packaging gets me. I had you remember they had like a display, like a play-based thing. It looked like a mansion, the Marvel superhero mansion.
Yes. Yep.
Dude, I got that for one of the Christmases, I think it was. It had like a shark pit and everything. Toy Biz was on fire back in the day too.
Toy Biz had you going broke, man. You like just as soon as
man.
Item. And then the thing about it, that like even when they would come out with like something that was pretty much you could tell it was a cash grab, you still wanted it. Because like I remember one time they came out with the X-Men, it was the X-Men mini jet, and then they had the Blackbird, I think it was. But it was like this mini jet that you could fit any Toy Biz Marvel Legend inside of it. And it was kind of like it reminded me of a Metal Slug tank, but like a jet type.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got Peter Porker, all that shit. Look.
It's Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. Man, they got some good stuff. Like I like that they're doing this right here, especially this Vision. See, I'm a big fan of Vision. Like most of the characters that a lot of people don't like are the ones that I absolutely love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Sentinel's a must-have. But do you remember the one that they used to have back in the day with like
Toy Biz?
Yeah, you hit the feet.
The Toy Biz one was crazy.
And you can put the figure inside the chest.
You remember? Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. You could capture mutants and fit them inside. I think the gimmick was capture chest cavity or something.
Old mutant. Old mutant.
Do you remember that detailed ass though build a figure Sentinel that had all kinds of crazy paint apps on it, man?
Yes. I have that.
I'm kicking myself for selling it, man. I had it years ago, but I remember just looking at the crazy paint apps on it, and it was articulated as hell too.
Yes, it
To me,
was.
I think that was
And the
like
metal
one of the best builder figures.
No, that was one to me. Between Apocalypse, Toy Biz Apocalypse, and Toy Biz Sentinel were their best.
Right.
Toy Biz Sentinel was their best builder figures ever. Even though I liked all their figures, I liked the Brood builder figure that they had. I liked the Modok builder figure that they had. I still have my builder figures, and I was going to sell them at one point, but then when Marvel started doing that garbage, I mean, like you remember at one point, Hasbro was really putting out some crappy figures with like cheap plastic. I mean, like it was just
garbage.
But then they kicked up
rubbery and gummy.
Yeah, like this right here.
Do you remember the indie comic book line though when they had the build a figure for Pit?
Yes.
Oh, that's one I wish I would have actually bought. The Pit build a figure was stupidly nuts.
Oh yes, it was. It was absolutely beautiful too, bro. Absolutely beautiful. And talking about big, man, that thing was humongous. Humongous. I happen to have. I'm gonna show you a little treat for a second, bro. I'll show you a little treat for a second, bro. Don't say Uncle Nerd never showed you nothing that he wasn't supposed to. So look, here we go.
There it is. That's the one right there, boy.
Yes, it is, bro. It's a little dusty, but you know, because I keep them up on the shelf. But look at the detail on this thing.
That's the one, man. I love that figure. That's tremendous.
Like the jacket is literally like a vinyl, like a
got the holes and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that face sculpt.
The chains wrapped around him too, man. Nice.
Exactly. Dude. Exactly. The dude, he was beast.
Man, before they ended that line, right before they canned it, they were supposed to do Mean Machine from Judge Dredd and Grendel.
Yes.
They should have just fucking kept it.
Yeah. And I have all of those figures. I have those figures. To me, that Toy Biz Judge Dredd is still wonderful. Absolutely love it.
It is.
I still love it to this day. I love, what would they call Marvel Legendary Heroes. That's what they would call Legendary Heroes. They had Conan the Barbarian. They had Thrall. You know, Conan, that evil fucking.
Really good Conan.
Yeah, Conan the Barbarian. They had Thrall. They had all of that shit, man. All of that stuff, man. All that stuff. So I mean, like, what was that? What is some other stuff? Like we did the NECA stuff last week. I mean, like the last show, because we had got a little long in the tooth there. What was this? Bespin, Han Solo, Marvel Legends, Hercules. Yeah, we did all of this. Okay, so we could take that off the list. And you saw the 10-year anniversary box set that they were talking about, which was basically like their movie stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a release of it.
I honestly, I just don't like. I'm not too fond of the movie stuff. I like movie figures. To me, are like stuff I give to the kids or like my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. I don't really like them. I like the.
You know what it is? To me, it's like that with video games. Like, you know, a video game is never going to be as good as a regular old game because it's some licensed old shit.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. So I mean, like, yeah, we hit those. We hit the Storm. We hit Deadpool, Toys R Us. Yeah. I mean, oh, did I show you? Did we cover the TMNT figures?
Nah, not yet.
No, they're doing Leatherhead. They're doing
Slash.
Yeah, Slash.
One of my favorites, Slash.
Hell yeah. Hold up. Let's see. NECA. Because like NECA got some good stuff coming out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be broke this year. I'm gonna have to come live with you, Kenny. I'm telling you.
Too much shit's coming out, man. They got too much shit coming out this year.
I know, man. I know.
Now's a good time to be getting back into figures, man. I think it is.
Yeah. Because you know what?
Everything coming out.
Because I remember you used to be livid about that. When I would do the Marvel Legends busted open, you like, man, it's that and the other. That shit. Like, I said, bro, believe me when I tell you, because I had stopped collecting Marvel Legends for a minute there because I was tired of like the same body sculpts, the same this, the same that. I was just like, come on, man, they got to do better than this, man. They got to do way better than this.
They are definitely mixing it up now, though. So I'm happy that they're actually putting out decent products.
Yeah, me too. Me too, brother. NECA 2018 SDCC TMNT. Yeah, bro. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, man. It's over. And even that backdrop, if they were selling that backdrop, I would buy it. Here, check this out, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That backdrop that they got of like Dimension X, I would definitely grab it up, bro. Let's see. We got this right here. Present to everyone.
So say NECA's comic turtles were some of the best ones too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Their comic turtles, I absolutely love. Now the thing about
they still hold up.
Flash a little bit bigger, if you ask me. I want him to be a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Even though I know he wasn't that much bigger than the rest of the turtles, but I needed to be.
I thought he was because he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be what is it? A snapping turtle. So I think he should be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Now the rock
that's why he had that spiked up shell because he's an alligator turtle snapping.
Now look, these rock soldiers, rap. I love these rock soldiers. Even though I think they could have went without doing the video game like digitization on them, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll take it.
Well, you almost know later down the line they're gonna have Slash without the video game paint job because they did that previous with the Turtles, the arcade, and they did cartoon version. So it's gonna come eventually. Because you have to have Slash with the one big yellow eye. This one doesn't have it.
Right. Yeah, but I want this, bro. I need this. I need this.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, these guys look.
Yeah, the rock guys look good, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want the rock soldiers bad. What was it? Look, General Trag, I think it was.
General Trag.
I forgot.
They'll do a Fugitoid at one point. That was a dope character from the comics, also. Yeah, see, I know most of my turtles from the comic books, man. It's not really the cartoons, all comic book stupid shit.
All right, here we go.
Fugitoid, yeah.
Look at that Leatherhead. That Leatherhead.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's righteous.
Yeah, that Leatherhead looks right, man.
You know, and I heard NECA actually secured a deal with Target, so they're gonna have like a whole display at Target now too. So they're getting big as well.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna be doing. So yeah, I'll be hitting up Target more now than I was before. Because I mean, you know, I love it. Toys R Us is gone. Look at this fucking garbage. Look at that.
What is that, man?
That's the new Turtles. Look at this. They look horrible.
They look so damn generic, just regular Nickelodeon garbage, man. There's no soul in them.
This right here.
Those are good, right there. Look at that Shredder. Yeah,
these are sweet. These are sweet. Nice, clean ninjas. Look like ninja looking. You know what I'm saying?
Like they should look, yeah.
Exactly.
That's my favorite version of Shredder too, with the all burgundy with the blackened out eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Kenny, let me ask you, what got you into collecting action figures?
Honestly, just my mom. She just used to just buy me figures all the time, and I end up just enjoying them. And then towards later in life, it became where I want to kind of buy a lot of shit I sold off as a younger man. Just kind of want to re-get it, just for posterity's sake.
Right.
And I don't know. It's something like I'm kind of, I like to draw and all that. To me, it's almost like being able to have something that you drew in the 3D perspective and just being able to sit up there and pose. And instead of drawing it with a pencil, you just put them in a different pose and you're straight. There's something, visually attractive to me about that. Visually appealing, I should say.
Right.
And there was a brief point where I wasn't buying any figures, man. It was your ass who started showing me all these pictures and shit, got me back into them. So just looking out for that. Started showing me all these third-party Transformers and shit, man. I was just, I gotta grab something. It's supposed to show me all these pictures. I gotta get at least one thing.
And I'm telling you, man, I told you would these are third-party. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, bro, you gotta look at some of these third-party figures, bro. I'm telling you, they beasts, bro. They beasts. He was like
the intricacy, man. I fell in love with the intricacy of it all. Even when they transform, they're clean cut. When you turn them into a robot, there's hardly any mess or kibble. It's just very intricate.
Right.
Very dope.
Then what I like here is that you got NECA taking on the Kenner.
Kenner.
Yeah, I love. I love the Kenner and the Aliens line. Yeah, we knew it was far-fetched, and sometimes they would just go too far with some of the some of the concepts.
I like the Gorilla Alien.
Yeah,
some of them are right though. Like Gorilla Alien looks proper.
My favorite, the Bull and Scorpion Alien. Remember? It was a Bull and Scorpion Alien. Those were my favorite.
Yeah. The Scorpion was fresh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah.
I even like NECA dipping into Kenner Predators too, because they had some really original designs back in the Kenner days.
Of course. They got some Ash versus Evil Dead stuff, but that's already out if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this set is already out because I have it.
Let me ask you a question, Danae.
Sure.
If it's okay for McFarlane to make a line based on serial killers, why would I then be called a scumbag for asking the same type of thing from NECA?
Because I don't think McFarlane made a line on.
Yes, they did. Yeah. I had some of those figures. They had Jack the Ripper. They had Elizabeth Bathory.
Really?
They had Attila the Hun. They had all these famous real world murderers. And they came out with the Elizabeth Bathory came with a bathtub that was just full of blood. And she was basically a figure that sat in a tub of blood, and she had a candelabra with severed female heads on it. And that was her accessory.
You sure? Hold on, let me look this shit up, bro.
What was this called? I think it was called Faces of Madness or something. But yeah, look up like the Elizabeth Bathory figure or Jack the Ripper, because Jack the Ripper, the figure was like he's like peering out of a corner, waiting to cut a hooker with holding a big knife in a suitcase.
Oh yeah, look, Vlad the Impaler. Wow.
There you go. See, I had Attila the Hun. He stood on top of a mount of severed heads.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm telling you, man, McFarlane was getting wild back in the day.
Yo, yeah, look.
There goes Elizabeth Bathory, one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness. Is this Jack the Ripper? Yeah.
Yo, they sold those at like KB Toys and everything, man. I bought mine at KB. Look, it's Jack the Ripper.
How the hell did I miss these?
Holding a severed head. There goes Vlad Dracula, the Impaler.
Yeah.
Rasputin. Attila the Hun was tremendous. I had that one. That was like the first one I bought. Standing on a mountain of severed heads.
Wow. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you, bro. We're just up here enjoying some action figures, doing some toy talk. That's about it. Be sure to hit the like button, Apple Vipers. I'm going to check out your new video right after I finish, buddy. Right after I finish. Oh, they got Silent Night, Deadly Night, clothed figure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But you can tell NECA wants to do it. They want to do it. But like in this.
Yeah, they can't. They can't this day and age. That's the tough part, man. Because back then, McFarlane had those figures in Toys R Us and KB Toys.
Yes.
I don't think they can do that in Target anymore.
What was that? It was one that was just like totally out there. Was it Oz or something like that? And it was just like,
oh, the Twisted Land of Oz.
Yeah.
Look at the Dorothy, man. She's like being guided by midgets, and she's almost stripped naked. It looks tremendous.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Do you remember how back in the day McFarlane on the website would have little monologues or stories about the original lines and characters?
Yeah. Yep.
Like you can go to spawn.com and read up about the Twisted Land of Oz and all the other shit they did and Viking Spawn. Hey, if you remember, dude, the Viking Spawn line was incredibly articulated.
Look, they got classic.
Oh shit, it's classic It.
Yeah.
Tim Curry.
Yeah, man. But did you see the new It?
I'm an old man who doesn't like changes that much. I'll get around to it.
Please do. Trust me when I tell you. The reason why I went and saw the new It because I wanted to have I wanted to get my full opinion on it, and I absolutely love both him and Tim Curry. Not gonna lie. Both the new guy that played It and Tim Curry did an excellent job. No one is better than the other one.
I'll check it out. And I'll give you my thoughts. Should be pretty decent.
There's this special edition It figure where like he's holding an arm that he was chewing on and shit like that. Absolutely crazy. NECA it
like
figure.
like a little kid's arm.
Yes, yes, yeah. Because in the movie, that's
Oh man,
wait, is it?
yeah,
Is that
that's what he does.
no bloody? Hold on, I want to show you the bloody one.
Man, you can do. You tell me they can do. This dude's eating a little kid's arm, but when I ask for Ted Bundy and his murder wagon, it's all scummy.
You know what the deal is, bro. You purposely try to go against so you can piss people off. Here it is.
I asked for Richard Kuklinski. That looks pretty good.
You gotta watch that new It, bro. It's creepy.
Yeah, the more I look at the costume, I kind of dig how it looks like an out of place clown, like from the Victorian ages and shit.
That's what it is. And I love the way they did his makeup because they had his makeup, eyes. But then when you see him transform into his monster form, you see kind of like he did his best to try to shroud his true appearance, but it's still that line from his face to his mouth still syncs up.
The smile, right? The smile thing.
Look at this. This looks like Tim Curry right here. They did a great job. That looks
like that does, man.
That looks like Tim Curry.
Hey, has NECA made a Darkness figure yet? Because I figured they would have by now. The last one I remember was McFarlane. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and that figure was sweet. The Darkness figure.
Yeah.
See, look at this. Oh man, it's one of the live sign there. But yeah, can you see this right here? It's like him in his ultimate form and shit like that. Like when he's like really like that's not his ultimate form, but that's when like he's like pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's souping up.
Yeah, you gotta watch that movie, bro. It's good. It's very good. It's violent too. I'm surprised people weren't complaining about it. Ooh, but you do remember they were saying
that means it's good.
Kids had to seek counseling because it was a clown and all that. Come on, bro. Like grow up here. We grew up loving this stuff, even if we were scared of it. After a while, we grew to love it. You know what I'm saying?
After a while, dude. After a while, I was cheering for Jason like he was a superhero. So you would learn to love this shit, man.
Exactly. But I mean,
see, I like how they did Crash Bandicoot's fur though, because when you see him in a game, he doesn't have any damn fur. He's just a straight pixel.
They also did. You know what? I want you to see this. I don't know if you're a big fan of Guillermo del Toro's work.
Yeah, I like his work. Tremendous movies.
They did some Pan's Labyrinth figures of them. They look absolutely amazing too.
You know, that's who I kind of wanted to try a hand at the Hellraiser movie, dude. Del Toro.
Yeah, because he can capture that essence. He has like that eye for the macabre. You know what I mean? He's good.
And I saw the recent Hellraiser movie. It was all right, but there were still some things that felt like it was lacking, like a whole lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
Yeah. I told you, like these companies, they're in competition with each other. And I like it because you're going to get more and more, more and more better quality out of everybody. Everybody's trying to push for that top spot. So you're not going to be getting like pulling stuff out the package and stuff falling apart like NECA used to do and shit like that.
McFarlane used to do for sure.
Yeah. They even got a figure of them too. Look.
Oh, shit, for real.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But this right
here.
So
I can have Tyson sock him in the lip.
Yeah, right. You're going to have Tyson beating up everybody.
I really do like how they kept the Schwarzenegger face for that Terminator, though, or the Predator figure.
Right.
Because that's supposed to be Schwarzenegger's character from the first movie, Dutch.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, because I think they called him Dutch.
Yeah. Dutch Schaefer.
Dutch Schaefer. Dun, 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 dun. I used to love the way that game started with like it'd just be like dun, 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 and you see him walk with his arm.
Yeah.
And the arm used to shoot out bullets, remember? They got this guy from the Kenner line and stuff like that. No bugs.
Is that supposed to be Apon?
Yeah.
Is that supposed? That's not supposed to be Apon, is it? It is. Yeah.
No, I think it was what's his name, the other black guy that caught the business from the very beginning. This one I have too. I have her. Vasquez. She was one of my favorites.
With the fucking minigun or the smart gun.
I used to like the way he used to go.
Dude, you know what's funny about that character is that years later I found that's not even a Mexican lady. That was like some Swedish person, dude. Like, what?
She's
For
not.
real?
Yep, she's not.
0% Hispanic? Insane.
Not even Hispanic.
And it worked. She did a good job.
Yeah, she did.
I came in front.
You're not even,
I couldn't tell.
So next, we are going to check out, and I think we're going to leave it on that note. We're going to check out, just talk about some toy talk after that. We're going to check out, what's that? Super 7. Super 7 had some new, what do you call that? Master Universe figures out there. The rest of the other stuff, because honestly, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking for.
Super 7's kind of niche, I think. They don't really make things that I'd all buy. Like, I like some of their muscle stuff.
Right.
But it's a very niche market they cater to. Like the Street Fighter muscle figures, I'm trying to grab, a set of those. I think those are pretty dope.
Yeah.
They even got Transformer muscle figures now.
Now, you know what? For some reason, I was liking the concept of them doing the filmation stuff, but I'm more of a classic man. I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I never really liked the filmation cartoon. I just tolerated it because that's all I was able to get, like from He-Man. Because like the books that came, now the books that used to come with those action
the little comics,
they were brutal.
Little comics,
they were violent as fuck, and I loved them. I loved them because they would actually.
Because He-Man comes from. Remember how the books would tell you he comes from a post-apocalyptic world with magic and everything. It's
right,
pretty much a fucked up world. It ain't really fantasy. Right,
exactly. That's why you would have some magic. You would still have like some semblance of technology. Like, because when you look at Eternia, because like, I went into the lore of Eternia. I think they have 2 sons, and that's the reason why everybody running around in underwear and shit like that. There's a food shortage. Not only that, there are certain hemispheres, like there's the dark hemisphere, the technology hemisphere, all like different areas where like that's how you got people like Manny Phases, but then somebody like
Beastman and all them, Moss Man.
Exactly. It's just like a hodgepodge of madness. Well, essentially, if you ask me, they took a lot of shit from Thundar the Barbarian because there was a big problem, a big issue. Thundar the Barbarian was out before He-Man was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Didn't it have almost the same post-apocalyptic kind of look to it too, Thundar, or the story was?
Right. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So they took Thundar the Barbarian off of TV because it was too violent. They said it was too dark and too violent. That's why they took it off. Super 7 SDCC 2018 Snake Mountain. They have a Snake Mountain that actually
shit.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, bro. Looks pretty good. And it's big. It's big.
It's full scale to their figures then. That's always a plus.
Hold on, let me share this with you so you can see this shit. This shit is nice, bro.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, and the figures are like 6 inches, 6.5 inches.
Oh, that thing's massive then. Good lord.
I'm saying it's big as fuck. If I get it, I don't even know.
That's something that's one of those things I wanted as a kid. Good lord. Like big ass display bases and shit.
Look how big that shit is.
Man, and you said those are full scale 6-inch figures? Yeah, those aren't even like mini ones or nothing?
Those are all 6-inch
nice.
figures that you see over here. These are the 6-inch figures.
That's nice right there. Shit.
That's good. That shit big.
I always thought there was a market, man, for like backdrops and things of that nature. Like display pieces you can have.
Mm-hmm. That shit big, bro. That shit big as fuck.
Well, where the fuck would I put that? Good lord.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even I'm trying to think. The Castle Grayskull that I got a hold of is big. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is bigger than
you gotta
Castle
find
Grayskull.
space for that though.
Yeah, this is bigger than Castle Grayskull. Like you can literally have like cartoon accurate adventures with this thing. You know what I'm saying?
That shit almost needs its own table, like its own standalone table for how big that thing is.
I want it, but I don't got no place to put it.
You got to buy a table and put that shit in the middle of the room, and that's where its new spot is. There's really nowhere else to put it.
Yeah, man. And again, if you want to see images in motion, like you actually see them like go around the whole thing, you can check out my friends over on JC Toy News Reviews. You can check out Pixel Dan. You can check out who is that? Stradimus Prime. All of those guys reviewed this stuff. Kenny and I didn't get to go this year, but definitely next year we're gonna hit up the con and try to get some good live footage for you. All right, there you go. There's a person next to it.
Jesus. All right, that gives you a good idea of scale, Lord.
Exactly. I told you. You were thinking maybe like they scaled the figures down and stuff. No.
Yeah, man. I thought it was like a figure set and then the base. Well, that's gigantic.
Nah, bro.
How much is that thing gonna cost, though, man? Good Lord.
I don't know. You know that shit because I know Castle Grayskull went for like $3 and some change. So this one probably
that's gonna be some change then for sure, like that.
Bigger than Castle Grayskull. This Snake Mountain is I really believe is way bigger than Castle Grayskull. Way bigger than Castle Grayskull. See, look, and these are big guys back there. Look at them. Look how big it is.
Man,
that's two grown.
That's a display piece on its own.
Yeah, that thing is big. They had other stuff up there, but nothing that really resonated with me. But I mean, they got this. I think it's the what's the name? He-Man.
Smiling, laughing He-Man or whatever.
The glitter and stuff like that. I'm not beat. I'm not beat at all. They got these guys right here. I'm not really interested. Like I said, the Motu classics are the ones that I love the most, and this is from like 16. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ram Man right there. And I had these guys already. These were re-releases, but they gave you extra heads and stuff when Super 7 took it over. I just wish they would finish.
I really wish they'd give the license back to the Four Horsemen just for figures again.
Right. Because nothing tops that 2000X line.
That was a great evolution of the character looks.
That 2000X line was brutal. And I love the way He-Man looked. I love the way Man-at-Arms looked. Every character in that line, I enjoyed it. Even some of the ones that you could tell were a gimmick, like with He-Man with the samurai armor and stuff like that. I actually liked him.
Yeah, they look. Samurai Skeletor wasn't that bad, man. Once you take away the foot standy things, he was decent.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, like, other than that, I mean, honestly, I'm not really interested in some of the Filmation stuff that they got coming out. I like the I like this merman. I don't know. It's just like that tongue lasher. I don't like him. Merman. I might get him. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still like my Motu classics. Now somebody like him I would get. You know what I'm saying? Mix him in with the classics. I'll mix this guy in with the classics. This sorceress, maybe.
Merman looks pretty good though, honestly. In that lineup.
Yeah, I think I like that Merman. That
he does.
Merman. All right, these were my original He-Man action figures as a kid. There was my original He-Man figures wasn't He-Man. I didn't get a He-Man until maybe a month or two after I had gotten Merman, Manny Faces, Manny Faces, Beastman, Ram Man, Faker, and Trapjaw. I always had more bad guys than I did good guys for some reason. I always like bad guys more.
They just have always better designs usually, I think.
Yeah, like Trapjaw, I had to have him because I mean he had that one arm and then I was like, yo, I said, Mom, can you get this for me, please?
You know what it is, man, is because when I draw, when I used to draw characters, I would always put more detail and crazy shit on whoever I would deem like a villain character because you can get away more with it.
Right.
Just by throwing all kinds of random evil shit on them. Where a good guy, you're kind of pent to a certain look, and and a story is always more interesting when the villain's just a little bit more powerful, and you give the good guy something to struggle against.
Right, right. Then they got the NECA Terminator color change ones, which are actually cool, bro. I'm telling you.
I like that NECA Power Arm Terminator because I had that as a kid, so I kind of have to rebuy that. I had that same one. I got it for a birthday one year.
Like
see, that Power Arm, I gotta get that.
See, look, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep, it made me think like he had gotten so damaged he constructed an arm and just put it on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're intelligent. They got
Mean Machine Angel, man. Like, you got that Mean Machine hook arm thing going.
This Rust one right here, I'm definitely getting this one right here. I gotta get this one. I just like the way he got the numbers across his stomach. Like
yeah,
not more. You know what I'm saying? This one right here, they said that when you the T1000, that when you what's the name? When you put it in water, it turns to like a solid silver color. Like
like the OG Kenner one.
Yeah, exactly. Cool, right?
I had an old Mr. Freeze Toy Biz figure that did that same thing with his head.
Yeah. For some reason,
dip in the water, it changes. I
have this Terminator, but I don't like it. I picked it up, you know, the RoboCop Terminator.
The RoboCop.
Yeah, I don't like it. When I pulled it out the box, I really didn't like it. I mean, I don't know.
I think the best part's the dog comes with attack dog
exactly.
thing.
For some reason, I find myself fiddling with the dog more so than anything else.
I would have kept that and maybe gave the rest away to somebody else.
Look at this.
Oh, damn, it's Hawking from Predator.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one with all the jokes.
Yeah.
First one to get killed in the movie.
Of course. They got the squad right there. Look.
He's actually directing Shane Black. He's doing the new Predator movie, which I'm not a fan of the look so far. He's too streamlined. He looks too clean.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of grunge and darkness to it. Like, I know what you mean.
It's tribal. Predator always had like a mix of tribal, Aztec, and kind of samurai look to, it's all plated and layered.
Right.
It's missing that aesthetic.
You saw these aliens already. That was from last year, but
yeah,
that's some nice, man. They got some nice figures coming out, man. They got some really nice figures. Really nice figures. Look at this.
Oh, the Mantis. Yeah.
Now, see, I want this right here. You know what I want? Honestly, you know what figure I want them to make? And I put a SOS out there on Twitter. Can you make a good Toxic Avenger figure? I want a good Toxic.
There's none. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they have that statue. They have that staction figure, but no action figure, like one I could pose. You know what I mean?
Just like trauma figures. I'd look like Sergeant Kabuki, man. There's something also to go with it.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, well, what got me into collecting figures was as a kid. As a kid, I mean, like, I don't know. You know what got me into collecting them shits? I used to have this. My mother bought me the G.I. Joe. It was like a G.I. Joe. It wasn't mine, but like she had bought it. I don't know who the fuck. But I used to have this G.I. Joe vehicle as a little kid. I think I was around by like 5. I remember seeing this thing, and I used to play with it all the time. It had 6 wheels, and the G.I. Joe dolls had beards and stuff like that. And it had 6 wheels. It was yellow. You know what I'm saying? And then from there,
with the fuzzy beard G.I. Joes, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I had gotten this one character called Bullet Man, where like one side of his outfit was red, the other side was black.
Bullet Man, huh?
Yeah, it was called Bullet Man.
Sounds to the point. Yeah.
Bullet Man.
Wait, I know what figure you're talking about. His head was like a bullet itself.
Yeah.
Right?
And then like you could take his head off and switch it on with the other one. Then I used to have these other ones my mother got me called Pulsar and Hypnosis. Pulsar, you pull his shirt back and you can see his heart and stuff beating. You can see blood going through his chest and everything like that. Hypnosis was like this demon-looking guy, and you run like you would push like on Pulsar, you would push his back in, right? I'm gonna try to pull them up for you. You push it back in, and like you would see like blood circulating through them. Pulsar and what's his name? Hypnosis. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What is that? That shouldn't look like that.
Here he is. Yep. Pulsar and Hypnosis. Yep. But even back then, look at some of the articulation. It's not that the detail. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it isn't. Can you see that full of organs and shit? That's crazy looking.
You would push his back in, like he had a lever on his back. See, look at that. I got a good ass fucking memory. You would push a lever on his back, and all the blood, you would see his lungs moving and everything. He was kind of like this genetic man. And then he would fight this guy called Hypnosis. And Hypnosis had like a black mask. And you push the lever on his back. Let me see if I got. Like you would push the lever on his back, and all of this would flash up with electricity. You know how they had that spark thing going on? Yeah, there he is. Look at him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Pulsar and Hypnosis. And
yeah. He's a villain for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But these motherfuckers stood around about like I'd say like 10 inches, 10 inches, 9.
Like a Migo almost.
Yeah. And then what really got me into them, my mother would get me these right here. She would get me these, the Shogun Warrior dolls. The Shogun Warrior robots. She got me Godzilla. I'll show you the ones I had.
That's the same thing with me, man. My mom would just buy me constantly characters with masks and guns and knives, like everything with a mask and a gun.
Yep.
And I'd run up to her with the toy I'd pick out, and she'd tell me, "No, you wouldn't like that because he doesn't have a mask or a helmet." I'd like pick a normal ass dude, and she'd be right. She'd say, "Oh, I'll buy it, but you're not gonna like it," and I just wouldn't fuck with it later on. Yeah. Something about the masked gunman look just sold me all since I was a kid.
Yeah, like for some reason it was always this right here. Like I had this guy right here, and I had Godzilla, and the dog had chewed up the arm of my Godzilla and shit because I kept shooting it at the dog.
Is that the Shogun Warrior Godzilla with the shootable hand? Yeah. Like he punches his fist shoots out. Yeah.
Fire tongue would come out his mouth and shit like that. Oh man, I used to love these right here. I didn't have this one over here, but I definitely had him, and I had him. I had these two right here. I had both of the Shogun Warriors right there, and I had Godzilla, and I also had this one right here. And like after that, it was just over. I used to actually sleep with this toy as a little kid. Here it is, right here. Where's the box at? Where? Right here. I love this. I had this toy, and I slept with it. I kept it. Everything. I put it like this. I played with that toy so much that it was only pretty much like a head and a torso left. There wasn't nothing left of this shit. And I saw the movie. My uncle introduced me to the movie, and even though I was terrified of it at first, I could have loved that movie. I wasn't even, you know what? I wasn't terrified of that. It was the Blob my uncle showed me, and that fucking shit scared the shit out of me. The Alien I fell in love with. My mother had to keep me from, like, she had got it on me on, like, recorded it for me on VHS, and she had to, like, literally take the tape from me because I kept watching it.
It's just a cool looking creature. You couldn't help but like the thing, right? It was sleek. It was fast.
Then when I saw the way he was killing people, what really did it for me as a kid, when I saw him literally bust out of that man's stomach, I was like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it's over. When I saw him bust out of that man's stomach, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I love this monster. Because I'd never seen no monster do no shit like that. Most of the stuff I grew up watching.
That first time how they did it too. Yeah. How the first time they introduced the chest burster, it was just brutal as shit because you saw it in the stages of it coming out. Yeah, that was a hell of a scene.
Yeah, because when you look at it, because like when I looked at it, it was pretty much like, because you know when I read up, when I read up on it too, they said that they did that scene and they made sure nobody knew what was happening. They made sure no one knew what was happening. That's why it really looked like they were surprised when like the guy flipped on top of it, like that. They said they really didn't know what was happening. Sigourney Weaver, Yaphet Kotto, everybody. Not to mention, it was a different film from any sci-fi horror film I had ever watched. because they were literally like the ship didn't look like it was all white and shiny and shit like that. It just looked like a space, like a dirty ass spaceship that they put together.
Right.
It was believable. It was believable. And I was always one of those kids who always was like thought with logic. I was like, it's not like if it's a freighter ship, it's gonna look like it's old and like clunky and
dirty for sure.
Dirty. And then like, you know, the ambiance that they had going on in that movie. As a kid, I couldn't stop watching it. And then when they showed the alien and shit like that, they showed like when he literally split Yaphet Kotto in half and shit, so his toes dangling and shit. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
It's might as well time to take this mask off. Fuck it.
Getting too hot in the mask, isn't it?
Yeah, hell yeah, that mask had to fall down. At least you know I could do some cosplay if it came down to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I've always been a fan of like the Alien series, all that shit, man. All that shit. Big fan of that shit. And
because you know what, it made all that violence fun as hell to watch. It was just exciting.
Exactly. You
know, the way they treat violence now, it's almost like it has to be sad, it has to be somber. You can't really have fun with it in the media like they used to back in the days, man. That's why if you look at RoboCop, the first one worked so good because it was a parody of like a hyper futuristic version of the 80s.
Yeah, it was like a culmination of all like different sci-fi films that you've watched.
Right.
And like it was, to me, you asked me, it was like a parody of Frankenstein. It was a parody of like the future. But whereas though our society is actually regressing to that in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying?
We're going down the drain fast. Hey, you remember the commercial cuts they do in the RoboCop? They seem like commercial cuts we'd have now.
Yeah. That 6000 X, what was it? The 6000 SUX. You remember that?
Yeah.
The car.
Luxury.
What was his name?
What a luxury car that thing was.
Buy that for $1.
Yeah.
Man, that was my
even them scumbag criminals would stop to watch his show. Bixby was a motherfucker.
Yeah, like you would see them smoking cigarettes, they'd be up there, they'd be like
yeah, ain't love this shit.
You can't tell me that shit wasn't.
That's the one thing, you know, Bixby actually tied together because even the police laugh at him and the criminals. It was like this is the one thing that brought them both together.
Exactly, and you can't tell me like, you know, something about RoboCop that was just like amazing. If you look in the back there, you'll see my ED209 and my RoboCop
right
and stuff like that. Something about the very first RoboCop was fucking iconic. I don't think it can be redone. Paul Verhoeven does a great job of telling like a dystopian future, yet with organization. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though,
because everything was iconic. And the sound of it was a walk.
When you think about it, those villains in the first RoboCop movie were absolutely phenomenal. You loved everything about RoboCop. I loved the villains. I loved RoboCop. I loved the creator of RoboCop because he was a cokehead. I loved
Yes, he was. He was. He sure was.
I like what what's his
name?
And
Murphy's death. Murphy's death was one of the best deaths in any movie I ever saw.
Yes, it was brutal.
The way they executed him, man.
It was brutal. Paul Verhoeven, I think, is the only one that can make satire out of brutal death and really like to like you like that's fucked up, but kind of funny, I think. Because like after they shot him, he said, "Oh, wait." He said, "Wait a second." He said, "Okay, Bonzo." And then shot him in the head, and you just saw shit like you know.
He shot the living shit out of him, man. He raised his hand, he blew his hand clean off. Oof.
Exactly.
Good stuff. The last movie that did that for me, I think, was Hobo with a Shotgun. It had that same kind of fun feel.
Was Hobo with a Shotgun good? I didn't get a chance to watch it. I had it in my queue at one time.
Oh, watch it. Hobo with a Shotgun is one of the best movies I saw in my life, dude. And there's these two. I'm gonna spoil too much, but wait till they bring out these two dudes called The Plague. Tremendous movie.
The Plague? That's what they call The Plague?
The Plague. There's two villains in the movie called The Plague, and their entrance is just phenomenal in the movie.
I gotta check them out.
Hobo with a Shotgun. Tremendous fun movie.
I gotta check that out. I'm gonna watch it tonight before I go to
Rutger
bed.
Hauer, I believe, is the star, right? Rutger Hauer? Great shit.
Rutger Hauer. I loved him in Blade Runner. I loved him in
Blind Fury. One of my favorites.
Blind Fury. Yes, Blind Fury. Rutger Hauer always gave like this certain harsh, how can I say, like this harsh, visceral feeling to any movie he was in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, who was that? It was
tremendous in Blade Runner as Roy.
I loved him in Blade Runner, especially when he was running through the fucking building.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like that. Shit like that. We grew up with some good films. But getting back to RoboCop, Clarence Boddicker, all-time favorite villain. Will always be my all-time favorite villain.
Bitches leave. One of the best.
He came in and he was like, and he was chewing gum. He was like, bitches leave. Then he just went along and just started, he put the CD in and just started shooting him up his leg and shit like that. I was like, this motherfucker ain't shit.
Very, very routinely too. Like it was just part of the regular day for him.
Yeah. And then remember when RoboCop ran the when they ran their criminal record, it was like rape, murder, attempted murder, a sexual assault. I was just like, oh my God, he's a monster. And then like the most
everything under the sun.
The most shot they had like this, he was like
Clarence Boddicker, man, had to be one of the best for sure.
Hey there, Dickie.
Remember when his homeboy though got dipped in the toxic waste and then ran over by the car or the truck? Good Lord.
Remember
melted his ass.
Remember when they were in the van and they first stole the money and he burnt it? He said, "You burnt the fucking money, you stupid asshole!" Yeah. Hit the ball in the head and shit like that.
Yeah.
He was like, Clarence, man. He said, "We got visitors." He said, "Okay, showtime." Like it was just normal for him to kill cops and shit like that.
It was a Tuesday evening for him, man. It was routine. Yeah. That's the one thing I'm not sure if they make a new RoboCop, it's not going to capture that same kind of feel.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. We grew up in a time that will never be recreated. The 70s and 80s will never be recreated. We will never be able to see anything like visceral violence and action, or not like just true untethered fucking storytelling that sometimes went above and beyond what was called for, but it worked. You know what I mean? I mean, we'll never relive like. The 70s and 80s will never be redone. Even some of the 90s will never be redone. You know what I mean? You just did like the way the culture is now, the way society is, PC culture, PC society, and the current like social environment we're in right now, it's not going to tolerate. It's not going to let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we'll never see another movie like Quentin Tarantino's Planet Terror. We'll never see any more Kill Bills or anything like that. We'll never see any Grindhouse type-esque films because a lot of them were like exploitation films for like and everything, violence, murder. You're not going to get that now because everybody's they're too scared to go outside the box.
They'd be looked at nowadays as being problematic. They'd say, "Oh, it's a problematic movie. We can't have this character doing that." And I mean, they had an issue. Remember years back when the last X movie came out of Apocalypse choking out Mystique on a billboard? They protested that.
Like, come on, relax, stop reaching. It's not that fucking serious. It's really not.
And you know, the people who were protesting really didn't give a shit about the comics or knew about the comics to begin with, so they just started talking.
Some people like to be aggravated, or they like to cause. They just like to be. What is that? They want to be triggered, or they want to find something to reach for, or something that pisses them off, so they can be like, "Oh, and that right there is." You haven't even watched the film. You don't even know what the fuck is going on. You're already prejudging it before you even fucking watch it.
I like the term recreational outrage. Yeah, that's what this is to me.
They want to be pissed off at something. They want to find an issue with everything that comes their way. You know what I mean? When sometimes it's not even an issue. Enjoy the shit. You don't like it, just don't look it. Don't go see it. That's it.
There you go. That's the way to treat it.
I mean, like shit, there's a lot of shit on Facebook, social media, Twitter, even on YouTube and in movies that they put up there that I don't really prefer. What I do, I don't watch it. But if I feel as though I want to pass judgment on it, I go and watch it first. Like, perfect example, Solo movie. I thought it was gonna be fucking garbage. When I watched it, absolutely loved it. I give it a chance first before I go spew on my fucking rhetoric or my fucking manifesto of how horrible it is or how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah. Like, run through the list real quick. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I went because believe me when I tell you, I remember last show I showed you a picture of how bad it was. For fucking
the empty ass theater, man.
It was empty. I was like, oh man, this shit gonna be fucked up. And the sad part about it is I enjoyed it. I thought it was a wonderful movie. Rogue One, loved it. Solo movie, loved it. The prequels, loved it. Empire Strikes Back will always be my one film because that's what got me into really, like I said before, Star Wars, I loved it, but Empire Strikes Back is what got me into Star Wars. Because like it was a dark movie. It wasn't a whole bunch of jokes and laughing and playing and stuff like that. Darth Vader was not happy, so he was whooping ass from planet to planet, universe to universe. He was on their heels. You know what I mean? And I loved it. I loved the bounty hunters. I don't know. I guess because it embellished more on like the bad guys in Empire Strikes Back than anything else. That's the reason why I think it became like it made me a Star Wars fan. It wasn't Star Wars: A New Hope.
I thought Empire had the most somber tone out of all of them, or the most serious term.
It did. It did. Think about it. Luke Skywalker got his hand whacked off. He found out the motherfucker was his father. They froze the shit out of Han Solo, and I mean, like, left him frozen. The movie ended. It wasn't a happy ending. It wasn't a happy ending. I was like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Because again, you got me coming from movies like Alien. Alien wasn't no happy ending. It really wasn't. I mean, pretty much everybody died, and they died brutal deaths. She got away. Right. I mean, still, like it was a sad ending. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up liking films like that. I grew up as a child. My mother. See, here's another thing of parental guidance. And again, you know, I'm going to end the show with this, but parental guidance means you guide your children. If you're going to allow them to watch certain things, you don't just try to shroud it from them. Because my mother, she's a very intelligent woman. Even though her health may be fading or everything like that, she was a very intelligent woman. And she would like be like, all right, Danae, I know you're probably going to watch this because I know you're going to sneak and watch it. Look, you know you can't be doing this. You can't be killing people. You can't. It was basic common sense instilled in me from the very beginning. So therefore, I enjoyed the film for what it is. Am I going to go out there trying to kill people and stuff like that? No. I enjoyed it for the monsters and the action and the gore and stuff like that. My mother trained me from my mother, my uncles, my grandmother, everybody. They told me from a very young age, like, yo, this is basic common sense. You know it's fiction, right? You can't really, all right, cool. It wasn't no shit like, oh, my God, I don't want you to go out there and do this and do that because I'm not stupid. If you're given the right structure from what? You're not going to do dumb shit.
That's the problem. That's the problem nowadays, man. Now they're not really teaching the kids that type of shit. Now they're teaching them, oh, you can be what you want to be and everything is okay. But when you say everything's okay, you have to censor everything because everything has to be for everybody.
Right.
But the truth is, no, everything should not be for everybody.
No.
It's out there, but you don't have to enjoy it.
Right.
You know, there's too much of that. Everything has to be acceptable. That's fucking everything up, man.
Exactly. And everything is not acceptable. So, I mean, you know, look, oh, man, it's 11:31. I didn't know it was this late. So, Kenny, you got anything?
Oh, we went for a while, huh?
Yeah, we ran again, bro. I got to stop talking so much. But
hey, we had fun, though. Tremendous.
When we talk, we like the vibe and we get it out there. We speak our minds. Right. But if there's anything you want to plug, Kenny, before I dock the ship.
Oh, sure.
We're flying back. We're about to hit TNT Photon HQ. It looked like it's coming up. Just looked out the window in the space station out there. So we're about to dock in the station in a minute.
Of course. Well, I'm always shooting out my family, man. TeamSilverBJJ.com, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Folks can check us out. And if folks want to catch me on YouTube, I'm just on YouTube, just playing games and just doing rotten things with people and Fallout and whatnot.
Fantastic.
You know,
absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to bring this to a close. You can catch us anytime here. Please hit the notification bell and let you know when we go live or when we upload video. We will be having some more content. We got a show coming up this weekend. I don't know what the topics will be, but it more so probably will be like the current new public gaming. No, we also have to go over some games. Remember some of those games that we were liking, like the samurai games that we wanted to check out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple of those games that we're going to speak on. More than likely, I'll have some, I have a, what is that? A Marvel Legends marathon that I'm going to be doing. So, because I have a lot of action figures here that I had purchased that I never got around to reviewing. So I'm just going to do a marathon, and I'll let you guys out there pretty much tell me which ones you want me to open in sequential order or whatever the case may be, and we'll go and review them, look at them, yay or nay, whatever the case may be. What else? Please check out the other playlists. Make sure you check out Kenny's channel. He's always murdering on Fallout and stacking bodies, and his villagers that he go around to are absolutely terrified of him. I think he's the only person I've seen that when the villagers see him, they actually start running. Because I've watched my other friends play like what do you call that? Fallout, and they'll start like attacking him. But like your people, they just start scattering. I don't know if it's a mod you put on there.
No, no, it's not. I'm just scum. I've done so much harm to that fucking world. I'm just scum in that game. No one wants to be around me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a close. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate you. We're glad you stopped by.
Real fun.
Yeah, if you ever want to come on the show, let us know. Shoot us an email, leave a comment down in the section below. Yeah, I'll leave his contact information, so you could definitely check out his jujitsu dojo, along with his friends, along with his channel. He has a lot of good content up there. He's real fun. He's not as he's not, how can I say it? You go to his channel, if you mess with the bull, expect the horns. Plain and simple. All right. So
nothing's monetized on my page. I'll just say I'm making zero money. I'm not allowed to. They won't pay me for anything I do. So it's that much.
He don't play around. He don't play around. So again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share this with other people. And we had a great time. Let us know what you think. Take care. Love you guys. Take care.